First up, happy birthday. No longer a teenager. I hope you've brought in cakes for the rest of the lads.
Well, yeah, I was planning on bringing it on Monday. Hopefully we get the win. But yeah, thank you for everyone who's wished me happy birthday from the club, and yeah, thank you.
Obviously, when you lose the teen years, you know you've got to step up. Lots more adulting to do now.
Yeah, exactly. Much more housework I expect around the house and things. But no, it's good.
Let's focus on what we're here to talk about. Oxford United, of course, on Saturday. The FA Cup stirs up so many emotions for so many different clubs. You get the David and Goliath ties. For you, it's a competition you made your professional debut in for Fulham, a 2-1 win against Villa in January 2020. What are your memories of that day?
I remember having a meeting with the manager a day before the game, 2 days before the game, and him saying, like, I'm going to put you in the training session. We'd done mini games and he basically told me score as many goals as possible and we'll see what happens tomorrow. So I went into the session obviously nervous because it was the first time I properly trained with the first team. I went in and done my best, scored as many goals as possible, and then he pulled me for a chat after the session and said, look, we want to involve you in the squad tomorrow. And I think he put me on when it was 2-1, so obviously quite a tight game, and it obviously brought a massive confidence to me, thinking that he's actually put me in this environment and had the confidence in me to be able to go out and do a job for the team.
Obviously, you're facing Premier League opponents then 2 years later you were doing it again for Fulham in the Premier League as a Premier League player. So, we speak about our academy, but what Fulham did for you as well, from that first moment through to where you find yourself now.
Yeah, I think one of the main things I wanted to work on was my finishing, and Steve Wigley, who was my manager at under-18s and 23s, used to stay behind after training nearly every session and work with me the whole way through pre-season of the 18 season. And then I think we went into the 18s Premier League season really confident. We got a win against Tottenham, I think it was 5-1, and I scored, and then from then it seemed to just keep kicking on. I think I finished with 32 goals I think that season, so just all of the hard work and practice and the effort that the manager put into me, I think it carried on, and yeah, the academy's really good there.
Obviously Oxford, we didn't play them too long ago in the league. It's always nice to have that romantic cup tie against maybe a non-league side coming to our place or whatever, but do you see it as a benefit to be playing a team that we know so well and almost treat it like a league game?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously it wasn't really our day on that day, so I think it would be right for us to go and put on a performance and show the fans actually what we can do. I think we weren't at the races when we played them at home, and I think the cups, anything can happen in the cup and it's always special, so I think we can go there and try and perform and get into the next round.
Would you say we've got a point to prove after that league defeat?
Yeah, I'd say so. Obviously it was 4-0 and they probably dominated the whole game. We weren't, like I said, we weren't at the races that day, so we definitely got a point to prove. They might be going into the game thinking we've already beaten 4-0, let's go and do it again, but that's definitely not going to happen this time around. I think we're going to go there and put on a performance and hopefully be in the hat for the next round.
When you're a club like ourselves in League One, League Two, you dream of that big tie in round 3. How do you stay focused on the task at hand? Because to get to there, you have to beat Oxford, and that's what's in front of us.
I think it's like a normal week, really. If it's a league game or a cup game, we go in and prepare like you would as a league game, but obviously it's just got everything else around it with being a cup game.
You're 3 and a bit, 4 months into your time with us since that deadline day move. How much are you enjoying yourself? How much are you enjoying being a League One player it's not just any football club, it's your football club really, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely loving it. Every Saturday, if it's at home or away, I always try and put a smile on my face, and it's because I'm really enjoying it here. I think the help that all the staff have gave me, the players, just they've welcomed me into the changing room. I think it gives me the confidence to be able to come here and show everyone what I could have done, but obviously for reasons I had to move on. But to come back here and be able to show everyone what I can actually do is quite special to me. Yeah. And
of course you've won the EFL Young Player of the Month award. You've had the Goal of the Month and Player of the Month awards voted for by the supporters as well. I mean, how much does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's massive. Obviously, we scored loads of goals that month, and for mine to be voted for Goal of the Month and also Player of the Month, it's all I can say is thank you to the supporters.